Alright guys, welcome to another Fiesta ST video. I know it's been a while since I've done one, but Fiesta is still here and it's mostly been good. Had it for like 7 years now, still enjoying it. But unfortunately the blender actuator on the driver's side is broken again. I think this is the third time. The first time it broke, it was prepared under warranty. Second time it broke, I took it in and they charged me a fortune to fix it. So this time I'm doing it myself. So I bought one online. This is like not the Ford OEM part. It's supposed to be a superior replacement, so hopefully it works. I've got one of these on the passenger side that I changed last year that seems to has been okay so far, but I normally get about 2 years out of these before they break. So we're going to try and do it a way I saw online, where you take the cowling off around the steering wheel, lift the steering column up and then go in that way, so we don't have to dismantle everything. When Ford did it, the first time they dropped the steering column, and the second time they did it, they took the entire dash out, which is why they charged me so much money. So let's try this easier way and see how it goes. But this time I have the thumb wrenches, it should make it easier. And if I can do this, then yeah, it'll be worth it. So this is the noise it's making, which isn't quite the same as the other stuff I've seen online, but I think it's still down to the blend door actuator. It does it for a few seconds and it stops. So we'll swap it out and see if it makes a difference. So on either side of the steering wheel there is a T25 Torx bit. Here's one here and there's one on the other side that's currently covered up. You've got to turn the steering wheel around to get to it, and then one underneath. So we're going to take all those out and then try and remove the cowling here, and then we should be able to lift the steering wheel column up and get some access from underneath to get to where the blender actuator, which is back here somewhere. So let's get it done, let's pull it apart and see how we get on. Okay, so I've taken the cowling off now. On the top one you just lift it up and then you can pull the bottom part off. And you've got to get the steering wheel up as high as it goes by adjusting it, and then it's kind of in here, so it's going to be really hard to see where the blender actuator is, but basically it's behind these wires right up here, but you can just about get yourself through to it. It's hard to show where it is, but it's in there. So look at the new replacement part and then you should be able to spot it, but it's behind all these wires. So, but you should be able to get your hand into it with small tools to undo it. And it has the 2 screws on it. So it'll sit in there like this, and you've got one on either corner, and then a locating peg at the bottom. And then also you've got a wiring harness there as well. So we're going to try and get in there with it's a T20 Torx piece, I think. So I'm going to get my thumb wrenches out and try and get in there. So this may be a while, but not something I can record, but you know, it's doable. So this is a tool I'm going to try and use for it. This is a little thumb wrench with it's a 3/8 one with the T20 Torx bit in it. This hopefully is small enough I can get in there, but we'll find out once we start trying. All right, so here he is. Finally got it out. This is the old one. This is the new one. It was actually a T15 Torx bit, not a T20, which caused me major issues. Once you get the 2 screws out here and here, you have to pull up a little red clip and then squeeze down on here to get the wiring to come out. And then the next thing you've got to do is you've got to make sure that the inside of the car is lined up. So this one's in a slightly different orientation to the old one was, but it comes with a little tool here that you put inside and twist it to get it in the right position. We're going to do that now, which my neighbour wasn't cutting his grass, and then we will put it back together.